Hi, this is Shaquita with Sweet Rubies, and today I'll be showing you how to make these turtle hot chocolate bombs. Delicious. Okay, first we'll start off with our molds that I did get from Amazon, and I will link in the description below. I chopped up some pecans. For today, I'm using these salted caramel hot chocolate packets. I got them from Publix, but they're made by Starbucks. I'm going to show you how to do this two different ways. The first way, I'm just going to dump some of the chocolate into each of the semicircles. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. Into each one of the cavities. We'll say that. And then I will just give it a shake and use my spoon to push all of the chocolate up and around the edges. I prefer to do mine this way in the beginning because you get more coverage, and as you move on, the chocolate, it hardens so quickly that it will go ahead and form the outer shell that you need. Now, be mindful of this next step if you decide to use this method. So I am going to take just one of my cooling trays and putting it on there, and then I'm going to dump it upside down. Then I'm going to take the tray and I'm just going to tap it. And all the excess chocolate that is not sticking to the mold will be on your parchment paper or sheet or whatever you're using under the mold, which is fine. You can scoop it back up and put it back into your tray or bowl and use it for the next level. I am taking my bench scraper, and this is a very important step because you do not want too much of a hangover. As you can see, they're nice and clean. So I am going to put these in the refrigerator. I did not do the freezer because I found that if they are too cold, they will break. So here they are out of the refrigerator and they are hard. So I'm taking my chocolate that I got up off of my parchment paper, and this is the second method. You can put a little bit in the bottom of the mold and take the spoon and scrape it up the sides. Make sure it is completely covered. I'm a little thorough, I'm sorry. These are just for my husband and for my kids because it was a little chilly here in Tennessee last night. So as you can see, I am going to go through and do all 6 cavities. Now that all 6 are done, I am going to put them back in the refrigerator for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. As you can see now, they are hardened. I was a little nervous here getting them out the molds, but what you do, you just hold them on both sides and stretch them to kind of loosen them out to make it easier to get them out of the mold, and they came out with no problem. What I did, I placed my hand at the bottom and then I just scooped it up. Look at how shiny it is. I like to turn them over onto a piece of parchment paper or wax paper. Okay, next I'm just taking an old pan that we rarely use anymore, and I heated it on the stove for a few minutes. I'm putting a piece of parchment paper down. I put one half of my circle there, and as you can see, you just scrape the sides of it. I like to roll it around in a circle so that way it makes sure that the chocolate is completely even all the way around. Then I use my hand to wipe off any excess chocolate, and I then again turn them upside down on my parchment paper. Okay, I get a cupcake liner. I put my one half in using one packet of the hot chocolate. I just place that in the middle. And yes, I just spilled all of those marshmallows, but it's okay. When you're putting your marshmallows into the bottom half, try to make sure to put them as close to the middle as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with all three of these. Now that I've done that, I'm just checking the tops just to make sure that they go down. You see, I'm adjusting the marshmallows. I like using the cupcake liners because it's easier and it keeps you from having to handle the chocolate so much. So here we are, we're using the same parchment paper. We're not wasteful. And we are going to do the top half and we're going to put it directly on. Because it melts the chocolate a little when we take it off of the pan, it sticks. So make sure when you get it on there, you move quick to make sure that it is in the correct position. I just love how shiny it is. Now that all of them are done, we're going to move our pan. I am going to take a little bit of chocolate because I do see a small crack. I'm just going to take my piping bag and I'm going to pipe a little around the border using the clean finger or a glove finger, which is why I always wear gloves. Okay, next we are going to cut a bigger hole into the piping bag and we're just going to drizzle them directly over the top. I am taking some of my thinly chopped pecans or pecans, depending upon where you are from, and I'm drizzling them over the top. Now, for the last one, it was for my husband. He's not a nut lover, so I'm only going to drizzle it with chocolate and the caramel. So pretty. Okay, next I am taking this caramel. My daughter, she's 15. She actually made this for me, but you can use any store purchased caramel that you would like. And it is kind of thick, but that's how I like it. So I'm going to drizzle caramel all over the bombs. Okay, next I am taking my coffee mug and I'm just going to take a bomb and I'm going to drop it in. I heated 8 ounces of warm milk and I'm going to pour it over the top. As you can see, it started to break even before I started up, but it was delicious. So just make sure that you stir it really good. And there you have it. This is very fun to make. Be on the lookout because I am actually going to make one that is a strawberry flavored and it will be delicious. Thank you for watching.